A tree.
We live in a multi-dimensional world. Each organism, dependent on its individual level of consciousness, apprehends a dimension of space extracted from time. Yes, Ben?
So, the assumption is we have to separate ourselves from the lesser dimensions of other organisms.
Not quite. Our world encompasses theirs, although they are unable to apprehend our wider reality. Take the simple consciousness of an organism like a snail, for example. Now, they're unaware of the past or the future, living only in the present, driven merely by sensation.
What about the dog? They're conscious of the past, remembering where they buried a bone?
Yes, good. By virtue of their higher mental faculty and simple consciousness, a dog can mentally extract from time another dimension of space, and so it lives in a world larger than that of the snails. And us?
Texas.
We humans with self-consciousness live in a world of 3 dimensions, of space plus time. But perhaps there is a larger world still that includes ours as ours includes the others, and so it continues.
So we live in a world unaware of a kind of broader existence.
Exactly. We live in a multi-dimensional universe, but are conscious of ourselves only in a 3-dimensional world. We live in a real physical world, but perhaps we don't know it nearly as well as we think. In fact, we may scarcely know it at all. It has been said throughout time that man has sought to enter this astral dimension by means of expanding his consciousness, be it through an out-of-body experience or meditation or the use of psychoactive substances. So, this week's assignment: is there still a higher realm, one that we cannot yet comprehend? A 1,000-word minimum, please. Collect them from Karina as you make your way out. Thank you.
So, you're saying with increased awareness we can actually see into this astral world?
There's a lot of research to support it, yes.
Seems a bit far-fetched.
I don't know, I think the idea of another dimension we can't see seems feasible.
It's more than feasible. There's plenty of esoteric literature on it.
What if we could access it, like find a way into that world?
There is a theory called astral projection. Through it, it's thought you can detach your spirit from your physical body and enter into another plane of existence. But it's a pretty out there theory. Perhaps you would each be best focusing your attention on actual science.
Do you think it's actually possible then?
Theoretically, yes. Thank you, Corinne. There are examples of clairvoyance using it to contact the dead, but I guess that's where it gets a little more abstract.
Really?
Well, yeah, like any discipline, it requires training, or at least some basic knowledge. Well, perhaps the science of it would be a good place to start your research for this week, then. But I'll leave that to each of you. See you all next week.
Gareth, your coffee.
Thank you, Miss Richardson.
Thanks for adding more work, Alex.
So, have you read about this then, Leash?
Astral projection?
Yeah.
I stumbled across a little on YouTube.
No, people that claim to astral project, they experience exactly the same sensations as as a jet pilot suffering from G-lock.
You can't be that narrow-minded.
I don't know, mind's a powerful thing. I'm sure with a few cognitive tricks, anyone can be entertained by the darkest corners of their subconscious. Besides, if you want to go believing everything you see on YouTube, why stop at astral projection? I'm pretty sure there are literally pages dedicated to proving that ghosts and mermaid and boogeymen are real. And you can chase them out after I'm sticking psychoactive substances for my research.
I wasn't sitting there watching it all
Type
night.
shit.
Oh, so what else caught your attention?
Whatever it was, it won't be as disgusting as a film you undoubtedly watched.
So you do spy on me.
Okay, before I finish the movie, something weird happened to me today. Okay, so you remember when earlier I was like, yeah, I'm going to the thrift to get a Bible, right? Mind you, you don't see them type of books in there. It's just like a whole bunch of random books. I walked in there, right? And I did my kind of usual routine, and when I walked in there, I don't know if this is significant, but I had like a nervous feeling, but I was like, whatever, I brushed it off. So I did my normal, and then I headed my way to the back. So I was looking through the books. I was looking for like, I swear, like a minute, probably. Like, it was the second book I seen, right? So I found it there. So the first book I seen was like basically, it was like kind of like a Christian book too, but I was like gonna get that if I couldn't find it, because I'm like, really? Like, I'm probably not even gonna find it. So I seen it, boom, get it. This book is it's kind of like creepy, and I call my mom and she's like, yeah, you need to take that back, but I don't know. Okay, so first of all, this is how it looks. And I feel like this line through it, like that has some type of significance. Like, I don't think that like I'm tripping. But first of all, so on the back, on the front, all of this is scribbled out, right? It's just a table of contents, but all of it is scribbled. And right here, it literally says, God bless me. I'm going home real soon. That's what it says. And then in the back, it has like some weird shit. In the back, it has like, hold on. Like in the back, okay, because I don't want to put this shit over my food. Like, I don't know. Because I know, I feel like, what if, like, my mom was like, what if it's somebody's, like, Bible that died? Because that's what it's given. But right here, it looks like it's reversed, doesn't it? But this is a whole bunch of, like, scriptures, right? But then they have, like, a whole bunch of numbers on it, like, with names. And mind you, it's a lot of scrabble. And then this is the weirdest shit to me, other than the first message of, I'm going home soon. This is weird right here. Like, okay, but maybe I'm just overthinking it. Who knows? So it has gel, $1.50. 6 oil, $6.35. Pink oil, $5.10. It says Colgate, $3.25. Sure, $2.30. Okay. Yeah. So I don't even know what that means. I am going to look up these names. It's funny that Exodus is in here, my cat. But they have like, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, which is such a biblical number. Scriptures specifically written in here. So let's just look up one together. Fuck it. Before I continue the movie, let's just see. I'm gonna do the Exodus one. Exodus. How do you spell it? I know how to spell Exodus. Exodus. 23:25. Worship the Lord your God in his blood. Okay, first, before I read this, me and my mom were going through it, like, and I was telling her what I'm seeing. And I told her, I said, yeah, they have specific, like, you know, scriptures on there, and that's going to tell me what happened to them or what they were going through, so I can know what type of energy the book holds, whether it's demonic or not, right? I feel like this is all very spiritual. So, okay, this is what it says. Worship the Lord your God, and his blessing will be on your food and water. I will take away sickness from among you. What if they were sick? What if they died? I don't know. I'm gonna read the rest later and let y'all know. Like, I have no idea. I don't know if it was a man or a woman, but it's giving it was a masculine. White man. But if they died from a sickness, I may not want that. That's some real mediumship shit there. And I don't really claim to be a medium at all.
Never thought I'd see the day I found you in here late.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
Interesting collection.
McDonald's.
What's it for? A bit in depth, aren't they?
Well, I guess if we don't challenge ourselves now, we never will.
I see you're finally taking it seriously. Psst. Hey, Alex. You ready? That's my cue. The sunset's late tonight. Do you want to come and hang with us at the quad?
No, I just want to get this finished. But you go.
Oh,
Okay.
and I got this. Prepare your eyes
I'll see
for the
you
greatest thing
tomorrow
you've
then.
ever seen, ever. Hold on. Dun, dun, dun. Oh my goodness. Just imagine when I found it. And it's a llama. Great. Its neck. Hello. Clock that T, bitch. Kind of OCD, so. Alright, yeah. So, that was a great thing. You won't knock it till you try it. Or don't knock it till you try it, huh?
I guess. Good night.
Night.
Yes, Jeremy. You know, yeah. It's gone now.
even seen the first.
She better. You're a birdie.
Yeah, I know. Got an early night, tried that astral projections thing. Useless.
Really? There's a surprise?
Yeah, absolutely nothing. Bloody useless.
Told you. Wouldn't trust anything she says. She'll have a look for Bigfoot next.
I don't know. I don't think you should be messing around with that.
Doesn't matter. I don't think I was doing it right anyway. I was so tired, I just sort of fell asleep.
How are you tired? You ever seem to do is sleep.
Well, library session took its toll.
You read about it and still couldn't figure it out. Sounds about right.
Oh, so that's what the books are about.
Yeah. Quite interested, though. Just thought I'd give it a go.
Interest? It's more like obsession, things you don't even research for classes.
Well, whatever it is, I'm clearly useless at it.
Oh, well.
Oh,
When you
my
broke.
husband is in it. This
Yeah.
makes it even more better. Why didn't I imagine him? That's another one on the list. Bitch, either Michael B. Jordan or this nigga. What's his name, though? Damon or some shit?
Do as Romans did.
Okay.
When you're in Rome, you talk to Caesar.
Yeah, you're retarded.
Professor Powell, dumbass. He's the one that suggested it.
Despite the awful misuse of that analogy, it's actually not a bad idea.
I'm full of good ideas, obviously. Mr. Harmon, what can I do for you?
I've been doing some reading on astral projections, and I was just wondering if... maybe you could help me to understand it a bit better. If you have time.
Okay, what exactly did you want to know?
Well, I was thinking about attempting it. But I want to know... I just want to know more about it first.
Have you tried YouTube?
Actually, I did try YouTube, yes, that was interesting, to say the least. But, I don't know...
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what can I do. First of all, I was smoking with this guy. Weirdly, he gave me weed to roll a blunt, and I was so high in real life, no fake shit. I just put the blunt in there, my purse, but now I'm thinking about it, I don't know where that shit is at. I'm about to go outside, and I guess I be hating to go outside all the time. But I'm not going outside that much today. I'm just going to not. I'm just trying to see if I still have it in here. Which I don't even know what it was. But that's not. It smells good in here. Ooh, it smells good in here. Hold on. I put it in here. I did. There's a lot of stuff in here. In here. See, I knew. Oh, hi, Tyrone. I knew that I should have took that purse today. I'm gonna go outside really fast, guys, and then I'm gonna come in here and watch this movie, and and I'm probably gonna take a nap. If I'm just being honest. Alright. That's crazy. As fuck. That's not gonna be me. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I got Josh. I'm watching. Let's make this quick. I really don't want to stay out here. I don't know what it is, but I'm human. It's human a little bit. So I'm going to read all 5 religious texts, but I'm not just going to read them. I need to master some of them, just because I think it's imperative. First up, the Bible. I don't know how long it's going to take me to read this motherfucker to really understand. I think what I'm going to do is, how many chapters is in that bitch? A lot. I feel like every time I read a verse, I need to write it down. And then, yeah. Yeah, that happened to me last time, too. Whatever. Alright, what's today? The 9th. 10, 11, 12. Alright, anyway. So today, after I take a nap, after I watch that movie, then I probably will take a nap and then read the book. Read the book of the belly. It's really the book of the heart. It's funny. That's what I'm hearing, the book of the belly. But that first of all, before I even read that bitch, we gotta get together what that whole, y'all missed the whole shebang of what happened with that Bible. The Bible is giving me the heebie-jeebies because I think it's a dead man's Bible or something. They could possibly have died from a sickness. I don't know what that movie's called. Sorry, I really don't this time. I'm watching it now. Well, after this, but it had some really strange things in there. But I could be tripping. When I go inside, I'll tell you. Maybe like called astral projection or some shit like that. Yeah, everyone's interpretation is different though. So I'm going to read it, but I'm gonna take notes. Yeah, I actually do that anytime I read anything. Like, because if you read something and then you forget what the fuck you read, was it really was just why the fuck did you read it? So with the important books that I read, I feel like I really don't really read that much. When I was in school, the only book that I remember reading by myself, it's gonna sound so fucking egotistical. The book was called How to Be Popular. Now, the crazy thing is that's what the book was called, but it was actually really deep meaning. Like, it was a deeper meaning than that. So that was the only book that I actually read in high school. Whoa! Okay. I'm not balding. I got all this shit in my hair, though. And it's unparted. I could be going bald shit. I don't know. Nah, for real. That is so important. It looks together enough, shit. What am I doing? That's my edges, though. Anyway, so, like, what? This one's, like, more parted right. And then this one just looks a mess. What is this? This is ghetto, but I have to. I'm not bald. Alright. Alright. I swear to God on my life. I'm not playing right now. This is a serious conversation. Alright, Jeremy. If I'm bald, let it go. My eyes is blurry. Now, where the hell? I was looking too hard. That's what it is. Eyes are blurry now. There we go. Franklin, really? I didn't even see the comment. Okay, I'm not smoking. Because my dumbass didn't even bring the weed. That's the sign, anyway.
in most worldwide religious accounts of the afterlife, where they describe the soul's
Can
journey
you
as
hear
an
me now?
out-of-body experience.
Okay. I was gonna say something else.
The idea is that the spiritual travels.
So when people say they've seen a ghost, that's just like a glimpse into another parallel reality.
Sort of, but it's more complicated than that. You know, things like UFOs, abductions, psychic phenomena can't simply happen in the three-dimensional world that we know, and yet they do, right? So those that don't understand are quick to label them as paranormal, but normality is just an individual's interpretation of reality.
So astral projection allows you to contact spirits who aren't in our world.
Amongst other things, possibly.
You don't think so?
I never came into contact with any myself, but I certainly wouldn't rule out the possibility. Them can't physical parts of the afterlife, where they describe the soul's journey as an out-of-body experience. The idea is that the spiritual traveler leaves their physical body and travels in their astral body through higher realms.
So when people say they've seen a ghost, that's just like a glimpse into another parallel reality.
Sort of, but it's more complicated than that. You know, things like UFOs, abductions, psychic phenomena can't simply happen in the three-dimensional world that we know, and yet they do, right? So those that don't understand are
What
quick
type
to
of
label
class
them
is
as
this?
paranormal, but normality is just an individual's interpretation of reality.
So astral projection allows you to contact spirits who aren't in our world.
Amongst other things, possibly.
You don't think so?
I never came into contact with any myself, but I certainly wouldn't rule out the possibility. I did read a great book about religious spirituality and our ability to connect with it. The author actually used to lecture here, but budget cuts relieved her too.
What was her name?
Michelle Collins. It's definitely the sort of thing I think you're looking for. But with your attempts, I can't really tell you how to do it. I can only describe how I did it. And that's not to say it would even work for you.
No, of course. But just any help would be great.
Oh yeah.
Finally,
He's trying to
decent
connect with
house
his
party
mom.
tonight.
Look at him.
Let's
Well, I
up
don't
for
like
it.
the way they got him dressed.
You? Sure.
Are we keeping you from something?
Just email.
I forgot this nigga's British.
Yeah, that doesn't even
How about you two?
How about us two what?
Our parties now.
Without a doubt, I'm in. Alex, are you going?
Sorry, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it tonight, but I'll talk to you later, okay?
Is up with him?
Maybe found himself a girl.
Well, I'm definitely up for tonight.
Good. It's a date then.
You wish.
Right.
We should definitely watch this in the bed.
No, I don't care, but this is because of what you did. You had an opportunity to say something and you never did. Right, but you've only started with all of this now and it's time to fix things. Look, Dad. Okay. Look, alright, you've said your piece. No, I never said it was your fault. But listen, you're supposed to be the one person I can come to about everything.
This is an
And the fact
itchy
that you've
thing.
hidden it from me for so long is what hurts the most.
Mama. Lama but mama.
No, simple. She's dead. Yeah, and you've left me to deal with that on my own.
Oh, damn.
No, that choice was yours. Do you know what? I'm done.
This is perfect. Can't see though. See?
21 seems a bit late for all this, Dad. It adds a lot of questions.
And do this like this.
A lot of questions.
I'm not sleeping, by the way. I'm watching this because I tend to fall asleep.
You know, maybe I'd have understood how you felt, but it just feels like you've left me out.
I feel like he's actually going to astral project because it's like he's really like actually has an intention. I think other people just be doing that shit.
You were so young. I didn't know when to tell you.
You can't. You can't do this. Not now.
I feel like I really only got 4 hours of sleep too.
Look,
No.
I just
You
want
waited way too long for this. You can't do this to me now because you're only doing it to try and fix things.
thought things were getting better.
Okay, guys, I'm getting off 'cause I'm gonna fall asleep. Bye.